So whenever your opponent goes for e4, there are a lot of options. You can go for d5, e5, or even c5, the Sicilian defense. But today, I'm going to show you a newer type of gambit that you can use to crush your opponents in just a few moves. So after that, you go knight c6, and after knight f3, here your opponent might be thinking of e5, but actually you're going to play f5. But what's the idea behind this move? Doesn't this just weakens your king? Well, it doesn't. Let me show you how. So now, he can simply push this pawn forward. There's d3, defending the pawn, and there's also something like this. If you play something like this, then you can just take, and after he takes, you can simply develop the knight, play d6, and develop the bishop and castle. But what if here, he just simply captures this free pawn? Then you're going to play d5, hitting this pawn back. Now here, if you're playing a stronger opponent, he will simply move the bishop and you can just take like this. And after a castle, you can also move the queen up, castle here, and continue with your kingside attack. But what if he just simply defends this pawn like this? Well then, you're going to play h5, undermining this pawn. Now here, h3 is a bad idea because you can take, and after he takes, you will take the rook. Therefore, bishop h3 seems like a more natural response, but then you can still take, and after he takes, knight f6 hits the bishop. Now the bishop is kinda trapped, so he gotta play knight g5, defending the bishop like this. e5 opens up your bishop, but can't he just capture also? Then you simply take the bishop with the knight, and after queen takes g4, you have knight to e5 hitting the queen. Now he gotta defend this knight, so queen f5 attacks the knight and puts pressure here. But now you're going to shock him with queen takes g5, giving away the queen. And as you can see, he still cannot play this because of the knight. So after he takes the queen, you follow up with knight f3 check, winning the queen on the next move. And after something like king d1, you will take the queen and you're just up a piece. And this is an easy win for black here. But what if here he doesn't capture this pawn and play d3, defending this pawn like this? Then you go e5, just opening up the bishop, kind of like a reverse king's gambit. He goes bishop g5, hitting the queen. Seems like a stronger move. Then bishop e7, and after takes, he goes g3. You just castle here. Bishop g2 develops the bishop. Then you go for f4. Then advancing this pawn forward is bad because you can simply play this, and now it's pretty bad for white here. So he castle, then d6 opens up the bishop, knight c3 developing a piece. You just play king g8, just moving away from this diagonal. He goes queen to d2 connecting the rooks, but then you have knight to d4, and after he takes you just recapture attacking the knight. Knight d5 centralizes the knight and offers a trade of knights. But don't take the knight, instead play f3 hitting the bishop. Now you can see the importance of this king move. Now he goes bishop h1, and as you can see, you have put black in corner. Here your main idea is to bring the knight at this square, and you can move the queen like this, and this is going to be a good attacking game for you. Now let me show you what if he doesn't take. Instead he plays e5. This is the advanced variation. And after that you go d6. Now he can take this bishop to b5, which is the best move, and there's also something like d4. E takes d6 is bad because you can simply push this pawn forward, and after it even takes this pawn, you can simply take, and as you can see, this is better for black here since all of the pieces have become active. And if you play something like this, then you can take with the bishop, and you are going to castle and also have the f file open for the rook for attack in the future. So e takes d6 doesn't make sense. How about d4 supporting this pawn? Then you simply take, and after he takes, now you can trade the queens, and then you can simply play d6, move the bishop out, castle, and if he plays the best move, which is bishop b5, pinning the knight to the queen and threatening this, then you have d takes e5. But can't he just take, putting pressure on this knight? Now don't defend with the bishop, instead go for an attacking move, queen to d5, hitting the knight and this bishop. Now here, As you can see, both of the pieces are hit. So he got a play. Bishop takes c6. Then you take with the pawn. Knight f3 saves the knight. Then you just develop the bishop. He castle here, and then you play c5. A strange pawn move, but actually it lines up a battery on this pawn. And after rook to e1, putting pressure like this, you can simply play g5. But what's the idea behind this move? You want to push this pawn forward to remove this knight and checkmate black. And in many cases here, many players captures this free pawn, but then queen takes g2 is checkmate. So that was an amazing gambit against white's e4. And if you want to learn more amazing chess openings, then you can check out this playlist. And if you want to learn some chess traps, then you can check out this right playlist. And if you don't want to miss the upcoming videos, then don't forget to subscribe.